So in this video we're going to talk about automatic transmissions. So there seems to be a lot of stuff going on the internet, and I used to hang out in forums and stuff quite a bit. I'd see guys say all the time, hey, my transmission is hanging up. I went to the transmission shop, they told me you need a new tranny. Well, up until recently, you're supposed to service your transmission no matter what. A lot of the vehicles coming out these days have a self-contained transmission, meaning that they don't really require service, or the dealer may require you to bring it in at like a set amount of miles that they recommend when you purchase the new vehicle, because you can't take the filter out and drop the oil like you used to be able to in the old days. So if you buy a new vehicle, ask the dealer, if you buy it from a dealer, ask them what they recommend to service the transmission. They may have you come in at like 80,000 miles, 100,000 miles for them to put it up on the lift and flush the transmission out on the machine. So with older vehicles, like this old Wrangler over here, this is a standard, but if it were an automatic transmission, if you had an old Bronco, or if you had like an older car, the automatic transmissions used to a lot of times have like an oil pan, and up in the oil pan they had a filter. So they used to recommend that you change the filter and some of the fluid in your transmission every like 30 to like 60,000 miles. So I used to do mine like around every 40 to 50,000 miles. It's a pretty good interval. So if you have like an old Jeep, like an 04 Grand Cherokee, something like that, using that as an example on that vehicle, yeah, you have to service the transmission. So what happens is when you take the transmission pan down, there'll be a filter up in there. You take the filter out, go to the your dealer, get a new filter from the dealer and a gasket for the pan. Usually the dealers have like the better gaskets. They're a little bit thicker and they tend to seal a lot better. And see if they recommend for fluid and how many quarts you should have to put back into the transmission. Sometimes, when you take that filter out, it might take 4, 5, 6 quarts that you need to put back in once you button everything up to get that transmission back up to the proper fluid level. So ask them about that. And it's important, because what happens is when you drive your vehicle, like the clutches wear and the parts wear inside your transmission. So what happens is there's like a lot of small pieces like metal that float around in the transmission fluid. And a lot of times there's a magnet at the bottom of the transmission pan, and that magnet will kind of trap those particles floating around, or it's supposed to. Some of them don't at the bottom of the pan, but a lot of times if you go a very long time, like 100,000 miles, you've never changed the filter, you've never changed your automatic transmission fluid, those little pieces can hang up the inside of the transmission, particularly like the valve body. It only takes a small piece of debris floating around in an automatic transmission to hang up the valve body, and now your transmission might slip when you take off, or it might hang in a gear, or you might lose like your overdrive. It happened to me in a used 04 Grand Cherokee that I bought. I lost my overdrive gear. The truck went into limp mode, so I brought it around the corner to a buddy of mine. The truck had like 130,000 miles on it. And what we did is we got a pail like this one, and we flushed the transmission. Yeah, oh my God, we flushed it out. Nobody do that. How many times I've heard that on the internet? If the automatic transmission hangs up and you can't get anywhere, or it's in limp mode, it's not going to hurt anything if you flush the transmission, like using a pail or something like that. Sometimes if you hook it up to a machine and it forces the fluid through, it might force a piece of debris in a nook or a cranny, and it might cause more of a problem. But I've had this happen on a few vehicles throughout my life, more than 10 times, and every time that I've taken the old fluid out, put new fluid in, 9 times out of 10 the transmission was okay. But if something breaks internally, it's already broken, so it's not going to hurt anything by trying to put new transmission fluid in it. So with that said, you should service your transmission, because it'll prevent that from happening. It's preventative maintenance. And we always used to do a lot of that stuff in my dad's body shop, and the vehicles that we had, we never really lost the transmission because we always serviced them. it's funny because with that said, I have a buddy of mine that's a mechanic around the corner, and I was mentioning my Grand Cherokee, and I totally lost the overdrive in that truck. I was coming home from work one night. It was really acting up, and I tried quite a few things, and I brought it to a shop, and I'm like, hey, get a bucket. So the best way to totally flush out an automatic transmission is not on a machine. It's using like a pail like this, and what you do is you take the return line off the transmission, you start the truck up. Usually takes a couple people, and what you do is you use the internal pump in the transmission to pump the old fluid out. So usually you'll take the return line off of the transmission going in from the radiator, put that into a bucket, then you put clean fluid down the filler tube. So as the clean fluid is going in, the old fluid's coming out into a bucket, and when it turns bright red, then you know the transmission's pretty much filled with new fluid. So it's kind of one way you're doing it. Usually that works pretty well. I did that one time, like I said, with my old Grand Cherokee, and the truck was pretty bad off. I brought it to my buddy's shop. He's like, there's no way that doing a fluid change is going to fix this transmission. The truck had it was like $1.30, $1.40 on it. So I'm like, let's try it out. What do I have to lose? I'm going to be into it for like $113 or a filter, 13 bottles of fluid or whatever it took, and a new pan gasket. So he pulled it into his garage, totally hand flushed the transmission out, put the new filter in, put the pan back in, new gasket, buttoned it all up. The thing shifted perfectly. I sold that truck with like 210,000 miles on it and never skipped a beat after that. It's literally all it takes sometimes is a little piece of debris floating around and that trainee fluid to hang up the valve body. So it's something to try. I mean, if the transmission is that far gone, it's worth trying, as opposed to spending $3,000 on a new transmission, which is a lot of what these shops get now. It's over $3,000 sometimes. But kind of just wanted to throw that out there, something to try. If you have an older car and the transmission is acting up, might as well try it out. I mean, what do you have to lose? You might lose $120. If you do, you're out $120. It's better out than being out $3,000 to $4,000. The transmission you may not have needed. So just wanted to let you guys know something to try out if your trainee's acted up. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, throw a comment in the comments, and I'll like the video if you like it. Take care, guys.